All right, well, welcome everyone again. Welcome to the Benefit Year 2019 Open Enrollment Informational Session. So good to see you all. Again, this is going to be recorded. The session is going to be recorded, and we are also live streaming. So we're really excited about that. But we've got a lot of good stuff to share with you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Maybe. Okay, so we're going to talk about the changes for 2019. We're also going to talk about navigating the People First website to make those enrollments. And then we'll finish up with a time for questions. So the time frame to make any of your changes or new enrollments or adding dependents, any of those changes is going to be, it started actually Monday, October 15th at 8 a.m. And you have until November 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the cutoff. My recommendation is to try to do it the earlier the better. Just in previous years, we've seen where it can kind of get busy on their site. So I would definitely, if you have some time to look at your options and you're ready to go, the earlier the better during this time period. Now, any changes that you make during this time period are going to become effective January 1st, 2019. Okay? So there's 3 new ways to save in 2019. We have the Healthcare Blue Book, Surgery Plus, and the Health Reimbursement Account. So I'm going to kind of give you a brief explanation of each. The Healthcare Blue Book is an online transparency portal. And what that means is there's going to be an online site that you can go to and you can see where physicians have been rated. They're going to be rated on a scale of, it's a color scale actually, green, yellow, or red. And how they are rated is based on safety and cost effectiveness, so quality and cost. Now, if you were to use the Healthcare Blue Book to go in and find a physician for a service, and you chose someone in the green, more than likely, you may earn a financial reward for that. And the reason they're trying to save money from the state's perspective, from the insurance company's perspective, which then they can turn some of that savings into a reward for you. Okay, so it kind of works like the Kelley Blue Book, the car Blue Book. You know, you can kind of go in and see ratings on physicians and kind of see, you know, might be good to see where your doctor is on there. So we haven't seen the site yet. It doesn't go live until January, but hopefully we'll get some more updates on that as we go along. That works. And again, I think we're going to see a lot more information about Healthcare Blue Book and Surgery Plus in the coming weeks. Also, our benefits fair is on Tuesday, October 23rd from 9 to 4 in the Marshall Student Center, and there will be reps from these companies at the fair, and they are also doing presentations, informational sessions about their products. I think they are at 10:30 and 11 if I'm not mistaken, but you may be able to find that schedule on our Open Enrollment site, on our USF HR site. So, okay, so Surgery Plus is another option that you have, and again, all of these are optional. So just remember, you don't have to sign up for them or anything. It's just if you find yourself in need of that during the year, you can use it, okay? So Surgery Plus, it works like a bundled concierge service if you have to have a procedure or a surgery. So say you have to have a hip replacement or a knee replacement. You can, I'm assuming, again, we haven't seen this site yet, but you can log into Surgery Plus or contact them, and they will work like a concierge service for you and bundle all of the pieces to your surgery together. And essentially, you'll still pay the deductible and whatever other costs are associated based on your insurance. However, you pay it to Surgery Plus, and Surgery Plus will handle all of the bills. They will handle everything for you. When you initially contact them and tell them what you're doing, I think they give you 3 options. So 3 surgeons that can perform it, and then they give you the prices up front of what you'll pay, okay? The great thing about this is, you know, some people might say, well, I have an HMO. You know, well, they know that I have an HMO. Because you're working with Surgery Plus, it actually takes the HMO network kind of out of the equation. Surgery Plus has their own network. So your insurance company is paying Surgery Plus, and Surgery Plus is handling the rest. So they've negotiated prices with different physicians. So it's a kind of a neat service. Again, we haven't seen it. We haven't been able to really use it yet, but I think we'll see a lot more in the coming weeks on it. So definitely look for that. And if you have any questions about it, like I said, the rep will be here at the benefits fair, so it might be a good time to chat with them. And with that Surgery Plus, just like Healthcare Blue Book, you have that ability to earn financial rewards because everyone is saving money with that. So they pass along some of the savings to you. Now you have options of what you want to do with the savings, that financial reward that you can get. Chard-Snyder, as some of you may know, they manage our FSA, our dependent care, our HSA. Now they are going to be offering a health reimbursement account. This account is nice because it works sort of like an HSA in that you don't lose any money. You don't, at the end of the year, it just keeps accumulating. But it's only employer funded. So you don't open one. If you earn a financial reward, we'll have one open for you if you choose so on People First. And we'll kind of get to that screen in a minute. But it's nice. You can use it for your medical expenses later, just like you would an FSA or an HSA. So nice way to earn some rewards and save some money in 2019. If you want more information, there's a section on My Benefits website about it. I would suggest going there and kind of learning a little more about it, but I'm excited about what we might be able to benefit from it, or how we might be able to benefit from it in 2019. As far as the health insurance premiums, there's no change to employee premiums for individuals this year. So you won't see any change to your premium. There is a change to the employer piece, not the, I'm sorry if I said employee, but employers will pay more this year. However, employees do not. So that's nice. If you know any early retirees or COBRA participants, overage dependents, and surviving spouses will see an increase in their premium. But active employees will not see an increase. Okay, with our FSA, this happened last year, so this change actually happened last year, but just to reiterate, with the FSA, you can carry up to $500 to carry it over into the next year. So this applies to the healthcare FSA and the limited purpose FSA. Anything you have over $500 at the end of the year will be forfeited, okay? Your plan year contributions have to be used by December 31st. That's important. And your total amount of your plan year election with carryover, it won't show on People First. When you log into People First, it'll show whatever your election total was. But if you want to see your total balance, you need to go to Chard-Snyder. Let's see. Sorry, I need to get some water. Let's see. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. So on Chard-Snyder, if you've never logged into them before, you can actually find it from the People First home screen. So when you log into People First, on the bottom right, you're going to see a rotator. It rotates between Securian, that's the life insurance company, and then it rotates between that and Chard-Snyder. If you click the Chard-Snyder button when it comes up, it'll actually sign you onto the Chard-Snyder account and you can see your balance. Another handy way, we have the mobile app. So if you have a Chard-Snyder account, you should get the mobile app. It'll give you instant balances on what you've got. So it's kind of another neat feature. Chard-Snyder is changing the look of the benefits card. So I think if you have one, most of you recognize that red My Benny card. That still works. It will continue to work until it expires. Once it expires, they're going to send you the new design. So it's really just a new design. I think it's white, green, and blue, if I remember correctly. But you can continue to use that red card if you have it until it expires. We have an example here to kind of show how the carryover works. So Mary elects that maximum contribution of $2,600 for the 2018 plan year. So on January 1st, 2019, she has $475 remaining in her 2018 FSA funds. That $475 is going to carry over into 2019. Now she elects the maximum contribution of $2,600 for the 2019 plan year. And then her total is $3,075 as she starts the 2019 plan year. She can file claims for the services that were received in 2018 through April 15th. So if there's something that she paid for and wants to submit a claim for, she can submit the claim through April 15th, 2019 for services received in 2018. And they will take that cost out of that $475 first. Or for 2018, they will take it out of the $475. Okay? Then the rest just stays in that 2019 money. Okay? All right, we also have the health savings account, the HSA. The contribution limits have increased just a little bit this year. So individual contribution limit is $3,500, went up $50. Our family limit is $7,000, so it went up $100. And our employer contribution will remain the same. So up to $500 a year for individual and up to $1,000 a year for a family. With the dependent care FSA, just like last year, that $500 carryover does not apply to the dependent care. So that works with that grace period that you're probably familiar with. So you have from January 1st to December 31st to use your funds. Then they give you a grace period from January 1st until March 15th of the following year to continue to use those funds, with all claims being submitted by April 15th.
From one of our live streamers.
Okay.
If Mary doesn't have any remaining 2018 claims, she'll still have the $500 for 2019, correct?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to go into her 2019 pot of money. But the big thing to remember is if you have any claims that are outstanding that you have to send them in again by April 15th. And if they're more than $475, that's all that can be used to pay for those 2018 claims. You can't dip into the 2019 funds for the 2018 claims. Okay.
And if you have spent less than $475, will that remaining balance still be available only for charges done in 2018 up to April 15th?
I think it just belongs to the 2019 pot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anything that you haven't used from the 2018 year, as long as it's $500 or less, rolls over into the new year. So at the end of this year, if you have $300 left over that you've not used, that will go into 2019's pot. Correct. And you can use it for next year.
Okay. All right. So the Division of State Group Insurance, or DSGI as we call them, they're launching their second year of their weight management pilot. So I don't know if any of you remember hearing about this last year. This is for eligible plan members of Aetna, AvMed, Florida Blue, and United Healthcare plans. And the pilot application period opened on October 8th, and it's open through November 16th. This weight management pilot program allows you to have, if you're approved to be in the program, it allows you to be on a wellness plan, an approved wellness plan, such as maybe a weight management drug that normally wouldn't be covered by your prescription insurance. Normally it would be excluded. If you're in this pilot and it's an approved plan, then you'd still have to pay your copay for it, but they'd remove that exclusion. So that's kind of how it works. If you would like more information on this, there's a site on the My Benefits site. There's a section about the weight management pilot. There's an email address specifically for this program if you have any questions. But yeah, so this is the second year they're doing it, so it sounds like the first year was a success. So anyway, if you're interested, there's a lot more information online. Okay, so Securian is now Securian Financial, our life insurance company. So they just changed the name. During open enrollment for 2019, they're going to be offering benefit eligible employees the ability to elect optional life insurance coverage at 2 times their annual salary without providing evidence of insurability, up to that maximum limit of $500,000. So if you have tried to elect optional life in the past and maybe been denied after medical underwriting, you can be guaranteed that 2 times your salary, as long as it doesn't exceed that $500,000 max, if you're interested during this open enrollment. Again, this offer extends to all benefit eligible employees, even those who have been denied previously. And a reminder for our existing participants, you can increase your optional life coverage by 1 level of annual earnings during open enrollment. And if you experience any qualifying status change without an evidence of that insurability or without that medical underwriting piece. So, and one more reminder, our OPS and temp employees are not eligible for optional life. Okay. And a little reminder I'll throw in there is, if you haven't done it, make sure you do your beneficiary designation for Securian. You want to make sure you get that done. Okay, so dental. We don't have any changes this year, but we thought we would include it just because last year was such a big change. So I'm not going to talk about every piece of this, but I do want to kind of mention the different types that we have, maybe help you to narrow down some of your research. So we have the prepaid dental plans first. Think of those like your HMOs. You can only use the in-network providers. There is a set charge, a set kind of copay you're going to pay for each procedure. And you can actually look at those copays if you go and look at the plan information on the My Benefits website. You can go look at the plan brochures and the schedules of fees. So again, prepaids are like HMOs, in-network only, and there's no deductible with the HMO plans, the prepaid plans, so that's really nice. Our PPO plans, our Dental Preferred Provider Organization plans, these are nice because you have, with the PPO you have coverage in network and out of network. Your coverage is always going to be better in network, but you do have the coverage in if you're in or out of network. With the PPOs, we do have a preventative and a standard. So the preventative is going to give you your preventative coverage, so your cleanings, routine x-rays, and then your basic coverage, so maybe some fillings, things like that. If you move to the standard plan, it's going to give you those. It's also going to give you major service coverage, like your crowns and bridges, and also add in orthodontia piece to it. As you move from preventative to standard, your calendar year maximum does increase, so that's nice. You are subject to a deductible with the PPO plans. And again, you have that in and out of network coverage. So it's beneficial to see somebody that's in network, or it's more beneficial to see somebody in network. But anyhow, we also have the dental indemnity plan, and that plan it works like the PPO, except it gives you in-network coverage no matter who you go to see. So even if it's someone that's out of network, you still get that in-network benefit, which is nice. You have a higher calendar year maximum, and I believe a higher orthodontia benefit as well. And our dental indemnity plan, it works like a reimbursement plan. So this is nice because you can go to any provider you choose. You will pay out of pocket at the provider and then submit to be reimbursed. They are going to reimburse you based on their set schedule of fees for that procedure. And I believe you can see all of those when you go on the My Benefits website. You can link to that plan and look at that. So that may be something that you're interested in as well. It's nice because you can go anywhere. All right. So our enrollment options. You can make your elections online or by phone. The nice thing about online enrollment is it's available 24 hours a day, and you get that instant confirmation of your elections. So once you go through the screens, and we'll kind of show you in a second how that looks, but once you go through the screens and finish your enrollment, they're going to spit back out to you a confirmation statement. It's going to show all of your elections, the effective dates, the cost. It's kind of nice to see that as a confirmation, okay, it went through. So online is very nice in that way. You also do have access to those confirmation statements, even your confirmation statements from the past when you log into People First. So if you ever want to look at those and you can't find it, let us know. If you have any issues enrolling online, you can give the People First Service Center a call, and there's their phone number. It's also on their website. Okay, so the People First website, here's the link to the People First website. I would suggest trying to go ahead and log in as soon as possible, even if you're not ready to make your elections, just so you can make sure you've got your password set. They change passwords, I think it's every 90 days, so something to look at. If you need a password reset, I think you can go through you can actually, I don't think you can see it on there, but oh yeah, you can. Forget your password. It's up there on the login screen, or you can call the People First Service Center and ask them to reset your password for you. So when you log in, some of you may know that People First had an update this year. So the whole portal has changed. So if you logged in last year, this is going to look completely different. It's a little more user-friendly, a little more easier to use. But when you log in, this is what you're going to see. You'll see the one that says Complete Open Enrollment Now. This is your inbox. So they're letting you know, hey, you've got this event out here. So you can just click right on there, and it's going to take you right to the next screen. So this is kind of how the new enrollment portal works. You'll see it's kind of a series of steps, whereas you used to see a big table before. So this is nice. The first thing you're going to see is what's new for 2019, which we kind of already talked about, but you can see they've got some links up there if you want some additional information. Then it's going to take you to your dependent verification screens. So from here, if you already have a dependent on your account, then you're going to need to certify them if you plan to continue to have them on some of your benefits. So you want to make sure you're checking all of their information, looking at their social security number. Is everything correct? If so, you can click that certify box and go ahead and continue. If you have someone new you want to add, you'll come down here to that plus sign and click that. It's going to take you to a new screen where you can input the new dependents information. So if you need to change anything on any of your dependents listed, the little pencil under change, just click that, it'll open them up and you can make those changes. Same with removing. I'm sure all of you can see the trash can. Self-explanatory. Okay, so after you're done certifying your dependents, you're going to save and continue. And here's kind of the screenshot if you were to hit add a dependent. This is the information that's required. Okay, so if you do not enter your dependent social security number or tax identification number, you will see this message that instructs you that you need to get it to People First as soon as possible. And I think you will continue to get notifications from them if you don't add that information. And this kind of talks about how to remove your dependent, but we kind of addressed that in the last screen. Okay, so once you've made all your changes to your dependents, you're ready to go. You can go ahead here, update your dependent. You can see this screen has the error on it, but we're going to keep going so we can look at our plans and make our elections. So this is what the screen looks like when you go to make your elections. Definitely a lot different than previous years. So right now it's showing me what I had last year. You'll notice all of the plans here. The plan name, the actual specific plan name of what you had last year or this year, 2018, the coverage level you had, your monthly cost, and then this is kind of neat. Under dependents, it'll tell you you've got dependents. If you see the green dot, you know you have dependents in that plan, and it'll tell you how many. So if you have spouse coverage, it's going to have the one. You know, child life might have 3 or, you know, however many you've got enrolled. So it's kind of nice because you can make sure, did I get everybody I need to get? You can kind of see everything right here. Now, if you need to make any changes to a plan, say you decided I want to change my health plan, again, just click the pencil. It's going to take you into the steps to make those changes. If you don't want to make any changes to what you have now, but you just want to add to your plans, then whichever one you're adding to, if you don't have it, just click the addition sign and then it'll take you through those steps as well. And as you go, you'll always see that total cost under Save and Continue, so you can kind of keep an eye on that too. Yeah.
If you're going to not enroll and switch to somebody else's, a spouse's insurance plan, is there a spot in there where you remove yourself as well? Like I know how like verify the certified the spouse, but like does it show yourself and like you can, and do you have to provide them proof that you have different insurance, or like are they
Not during open enrollment.
no. Okay, we don't want us anymore.
Yeah, and I think in order to, so we're in a passive open enrollment. So what that means is if you, whatever you have this year, if you don't go in, you don't make any changes, then it's going to continue into 2019 the same way. So you would need to go in and make a change. What I would do, I'm kind of thinking in your situation is go in, go to health, click the change, and there's I haven't seen it, but there's probably a check mark that says decline coverage. So I don't know. Angela, do you have any more feedback on that piece? I'm pretty confident that's probably how it works. But yeah, you definitely, if you don't want your coverage anymore, if you don't want what you had last year and you're not making a new election, you definitely need to go in there and make those changes for sure. Okay. So if you select a high deductible health plan, you're going to be automatically taken to the health savings account screen next. It's going to automatically take you there before you get back to that main screen. And it tells you here, it's kind of got a little message for you, so you're aware. If you're not planning to contribute to your health savings account, but you still want that employer piece, you need to make sure you select this box right here. I do want to receive my HSA employer contributions. That way you can get the employer piece deposited into your account. If you want to add some additional, you can just put it there next to health savings account, whatever you want to contribute up to that limit. And then you'll just hit save and it'll take you back to the main screen. The dependent summary screen. This is a really important thing to check. When you get there, it will let you know, it'll list all the dependents that you have under any of your coverages, and it'll show you what they're enrolled in. It's kind of like that last confirmation. Did I get everybody? Did I get everybody in everything I wanted them to be in? So just pay attention to that screen. Don't just fly by it. Make sure you have what you want. Okay, and then it's going to give you a summary before you finish up. It's still going to show you how many dependents I have in each plan, what I've elected, and my total cost. So kind of like that last screen. You sure this is what you want? And then it gives you this the shared savings program option. So this deals with that health reimbursement account we talked about when we were talking about HealthBook Plus, or Surgery Plus, and the Healthcare Blue Book. So with this one, you have that choice of, do I want my financial rewards, if I get them, if I use the services and receive the rewards, do I want them to go to my FSA? Do I want them to go to a health reimbursement account? You can make your choice as to how you want that to happen. Again, you can't open an HRA, but if you receive a financial reward, your employer can open one for you. And the very last step would be to complete your enrollment. In order to do that, you need to put your password in again. That's that final yes, this is what I want. You need to do the password and hit complete enrollment. If you were to leave the screen right now, nothing would be saved. Okay, so make sure if you're ready, you go ahead and put that password in and hit that complete enrollment button. And once it's done, again, it's going to give you your confirmation statement. You can print, it's a PDF, you can save it, you can print it out. You can access it later on People First, but nonetheless, you have that confirmation that you made your elections. So if you want any more information, the People First website to make your enrollment elections is going to be right here. If you need any help, phone number for People First Service Center is right there. Also, we've included the fax number and the mailing address of where to send documents, because if you add new dependents, you will need to verify that they're indeed your dependent. And I haven't seen one yet, but I think on the confirmation statement, it will let you know this information as well. And if you have any questions about what needs to be submitted, I would give People First a call, and they can let you know what documents you need. Okay, so we're offering some other help sessions. This is an informational session, but these sessions are designed, the help sessions are designed to help you enroll. So if you don't feel comfortable navigating the People First website, and you don't have access to a computer all the time, and you just want to go ahead and get your elections done, in the room next door, SBC 2068, we will be hosting these sessions where a member of our benefits team will be there to help you make your enrollments. So it's a nice option. You can just walk in. We do ask that you try to have your People First ID number and your password and your election choices handy, but I know if you need help, we're there. So, and everybody should have received the open enrollment packet from People First. If you haven't received it yet, it should be very soon. That has your People First ID on it. It's first thing up there. So if you know somebody who might not work at their desk at a computer all the time, and you may want to say, hey, there's some help sessions. Just kind of let them know. Okay, so just a reminder, again, you have until November 2nd, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they're going to cut off open enrollment at that point. You should have already received your open enrollment summary, or it should be coming very soon. And we've got the benefits guide on the mybenefits.myflorida.com website. Please remember, if you don't want to make any changes, go in and confirm your elections are continuing for 2019. You don't have to make any changes. You don't have to go in, but it's a good idea to see what you've got and make sure there's nothing that you're going to leave out, because it's a whole another year until open enrollment again. So I would suggest trying to make sure you go in and just verify, make sure your address is updated, everything. And if you have any questions, again, contact us at benefits@usf.edu. We're always available. The box is manned every day, so we will get back to you hopefully within the day or within 24 hours. Is there any questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
The specific benefits regarding the plan just on the People First website?
Okay, so the question was, are the specific plan information available on the People First website? It's not on the People First website, but it is on mybenefits.myflorida.com. That is the informational site that kind of walks hand in hand with your People First enrollment site. I believe there's links to it on our website, but if you can't remember, and it's on here, but if you can't remember, just call us and we can kind of direct you there. The benefits guide as well. So we have, the benefits guide is up there. If you go to the My Benefits website, under the Health tab, it's the last option, and it's going to be a PDF summary of all of the plan options for 2019, along with premiums, basic information about the plans. If you want to do a deeper dive, you can do that. There's also contact information for all of the plans on that My Benefits website. So if you have a specific coverage question that you want to reach out to them, you can do it that way. Also, again, I mentioned our benefits fair. Reps from these companies are going to be there. So if you have any specific questions for the companies, that's a great time to talk to somebody face-to-face about, whatever your question is. Yes?
Does the My Benefits website also allow us to search doctors or dentists if they're in versus out of network?
So the question was, does the My Benefits website allow us to search providers to see if they're in my network or out of my network? The My Benefits website itself does not. However, if you go to the My Benefits website, again, click on that health tab, it's going to open up a drop down, and I think it's the second one from the bottom. It says contact information. If you click on that link, it's going to take you to the contact information for every plan. It's a nice list, and it's listed out by health plans, dental. It's very convenient. There's phone numbers for every plan, and there's also a website. A lot of them, you can click the website, it'll take you to the plan website, and from there you can search to see who's in network and who's out of network. Any more questions? Do we have any questions on there? Okay, well, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it, and happy open enrollment. If you need anything, we're here, so just let us know how we can help.